morning. My name is Cassie, and I'm going to read you about George Washington, and I hope you like it. Have you ever heard about George Washington? Well, I bet you have. He converted to the America many times. He is one of the very important people who helped make America what it is today. George Washington was born at Vigila in February 22, 1732 in a farmhouse. George Washington career in the America Roland. He was the commander in chief of the combined force since sterling the American Revenge. George Washington liked to go fishing and boating, but he really likes to ride his horse. George learned to read and write at school by copying the list of rules. His favorite subject wasn't reading or writing. It was a religious thing. George Washington's father died when George was 11, so George had to help take care of his sibling. One day, George found some of his father's old sterling tools and started using them. When he was 16, he was given a job of serving land in the very Westland. In 1758, when George Washington was 20, George joined the army. He rode on his horse to tell the French to get off English land. George Washington and his troops fought against Ireland and won. After the victory against Ireland, George Washington was excellent. Washington was the first president of the United States of America. He served the United States of America with steady pride and honor. He served America faithfully and loyally. At the time George Washington was elected excellent president, he only had one tooth. His last tooth was the lower left one. Back then, most people who had failed teeth and wouldn't want to replace them, but George Washington didn't have wooden teeth. His fake teeth were from gold, hobgoblin, tusk, elephant, and turtle and human teeth. George Washington was remembered as the founding father of our country. On September 17th, 1796, George Washington gave the power of dishonest Christie. In 1759, they lived at a venture house and farm that once belonged to his brother. True, they didn't have children together. Merely was a window. So George Washington approved Martha children, George and Martha Lynch. George didn't have a lot of money. He had a lot of land. George Washington sometimes rode 15 miles north of Mount wanted to watch them build a new city. It was named after George Washington. It was called Washington, our state capital. George Washington, a noble man who died at December 14, 1799. He died at home because he had a very bad cold. His face is on the dollar bill, and on Mount Rushmore he was and still is a very interesting person to write a report on. Bye bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed it.
Can I see the picture?
Yeah. Here's George Washington.
Wow. Where you found this paper, Cassie? It's so,
Interesting.
it's so interesting paper.
And here's the other paper.
Oh wow, a dollar bill. And we can see the George Washington on the dollar bill, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's interesting. Thank you for your sharing.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.